What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we here in Australia. We got 10 amazing facts about Australia. I did check out the Australia Geography Now Australia, but it was a while ago, probably last year. So we back with some facts, amazing facts. So y'all let me know if it's fact or cap, if this is true or false. And we finna check this out. Hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations. Top 10 archives.
Welcome to Top 10 Archive. As we return to our trip around the globe, we're stopping in a rather revered country, one that many wish to see. As we
snap, they're swimming with the dolphins.
Down under, we're going to meet 300 jolly surfers. We'll see what Mama's got cooking for all your Wally siblings. We'll yabber about some boomers, and we promise there isn't a Buckley's chance you'll be disappointed. This video, as Australians would call it, is the Dinky D.
Dinky D?
Number 10, Australia's innovations. Many people likely don't associate Australia with innovations or outside of kangaroos, but the country has been home to some great innovators. Some of the earliest inventors were Australia's Aboriginal population, who invented the boomerang some 10,000 years ago. In the 20th century alone,
I always seen boomerangs in like cartoons and video. I never seen one in real life. That's crazy. I always wonder if it really worked.
The boomerang some 10,000 years ago. In the 20th century alone, Australian inventors were churning out products that we still use on a regular basis today, such as notepads configured by stationer J.A. Burchell, Dr. David Warren's black box flight recorder, and the power strip, originally developed by Peter Talbot. Other notable first include the first feature-length film, The Story of the Kelly Gang, the first refrigerator, and more locally used items like the didgeridoo, a wooden musical instrument. For the girls watching this, you know those UGG boots you love so much? Yep, that's right. Thank Australia the next time you slip them on.
Uggs are Australian? I never knew that.
Boots you love so much? Yep, that's right. Thank Australia the next time you slip them on. Number 9, famous Australians. Sure, we all know Heath Ledger, Jeffrey Rush, Kate Blanchett, Paul Hogan, Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, and Mel Gibson as certified Australians. But there's
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know Hugh Jackman was. I didn't.
Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, and Mel Gibson as certified Australians. But there's more that hails from down under than great Hollywood talent. 2000 Sydney Olympic winner Kathy Freeman, who took gold in the 400-meter run, did her country proud, as did 1973 Nobel Prize winner Patrick White. Radios blast out tunes from the country's musical stars, Keith Urban, Kylie Minogue, and Olivia Newton-John, as our eyes are treated to works of art by artists such as Brett Whiteley, Pro Hart, and Norman Lindsay. Let's also not forget the stunning personality of Steve Irwin,
hey, my guy.
certified Australia.
This is why I knew so much about Australia. This man right here. This was my childhood. R.I.P. to Steve Irwin. Man, he made my childhood very entertaining because he was a crocodile hunter. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't? Every kid watched Crocodile Hunt. He was famous, super famous.
For much of the world. Number 8, Australian cuisine. Don't let Outback Steakhouse fool you. Australian cuisine is far more interesting than a blossoming tray of onions and steaks.
I didn't even know Outback was that.
For a restaurant that prides itself on its down-under style, it's missing a well-known Australian staple, Vegemite. Beyond the use of food paste, indigenous and more traditional Australians are known to dine on the Wichiti grub, eating larvae. Should an almond taste
Hold up. Now, I heard seeing people eat ants and different things. That's a big worm. Like, it's finna get ready to be butterfly type big. That is huge. What health, y'all gotta let me, what health benefits? Cause I heard, like, I know other countries, I think another country eat like crickets. I think Denmark, I seen Denmark, they had cuisine with ants on it and stuff. That's a big worm. And that ain't even a gummy worm. I'll see if it was a gummy worm, but that thing moving.
Wichiti grub, a wood-eating larvae. Should an almond-tasting insect not whet your appetite,
It tastes like
maybe
almonds?
something sweeter like lamington or smokier like barbecued snags will hit the spot. Those crazy Aussies are also known for their love for meat pies, macadamia nuts, and tallies, Tim Tams, Wheat Bix, and Anzac biscuits. Number 7. Tourist attractions in Australia. As you should and can expect with any country you've yet to travel to, Australia is home to quite an array of attractions and sites worth making the trip for. One of its more notable buildings is the Sydney Opera House, a venue for concerts, local theater, and so much more. History buffs may enjoy visiting the Shrine of Remembrance, which was built to commemorate and honor the 19,000 Victorians that perished during the First World War. Thalassophobics are going to want to stay away from the Great Barrier Reef, but
Finding Nemo
interest in nature should get a kick out of this system of 2,900 reefs and 900 islands. Additional attractions include Port Jackson, Blue Mountain, Tasmania, and the Great Ocean Road. Number 6. Australia's wildlife.
I've never seen a koala in real life.
Seen some of Australia's indigenous wildlife tucked safely within some cave, but there's nothing like seeing them in their natural habitat. Critters like the Tasmanian devil, a tiny creature Mel Blanc turned into a whirlwind of...
Tasmanian devils are real? I ain't gonna lie, and y'all can say you crazy, how do you didn't know that, but I didn't know. I just thought it was a made up name and character. I didn't know these things were real. What in the world? So that means all the Looney Tunes, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wow.
Some cave, but
I ain't never seen a Tasmanian devil.
Habitat. Critters like the Tasmanian devil, a tiny creature Mel Blanc turned into a whirlwind of a beast, or the equally cute wombat. We'd be doing a disservice to not name the expected animals like the kangaroo, koala, or baby-eating dingo. But we also don't want to leave out the tiny kookaburra or the long-nosed fur seal found on the southern coast of Australia. There is, of course, the myriad of deadly creatures like the cone snail, cassowary, stonefish, just to name a few.
Oh no!
How did we forget the platypus, the beaver's ugly cousin? Or is the beaver the platypus's ugly cousin? Well, actually, according to experts, they aren't related at all, as the platypus is only related to one other animal in the
anteater
family, the echidna.
Echidna.
So yeah, that joke didn't go as expected. Blame the writers.
What is? I mean, a platypus looked like a beaver and a duck had a baby. Like, that's weird.
So yeah, that joke didn't go as expected. Blame the writers. Number 5, Australian Gold Rush. The United States of America isn't the only country to have experienced a gold rush.
I need a gold rush.
In the 19th century, specifically 1851, Edward Hargreaves stumbled across a small speck of gold near Bathurst. Post-discovery, Hargreaves dubbed the gold site Ophir, was named commissioner of the land, received a life pension, and inadvertently started a gold rush in Australia. By 1852, 370,000 immigrants landed in Australia in hopes of cashing in on the boom in money. As it usually is when money is involved, tensions rose between the miners and authorities over goldfield licensing, leading 1,000 men proclaiming an oath at the Eureka Stockade to defend their rights and liberties. After intervention from Melbourne troops, 22 of the 1,000 were killed and Eureka was reclaimed. Number 4, Australian ballot.
The voting.
In 1856, the states of Victoria and South Australia introduced a new system of voting that many countries still utilize today. Dubbed the Australian ballot.
I think we definitely do that.
Ballot. This voting method made it possible for voters to be able to cast a ballot in privacy. As the protection of the voters became a growing concern across the globe, the United States and parts of Europe adopted the Aussie means of voting. Traditionally, the means of privacy is a ballot box or booth of a specific dimension. The voters are given uniform cards and a uniform means of marking said card. More modern voting methods have turned to electronic methods, which tend to be under constant scrutiny in the United States.
You know what just came to my remembrance? I remember when I was in elementary school, we did like a little fake voting thing at school, and they did have it set up like that. It just brought back a memory. That was crazy.
Which tend to be under constant scrutiny in the United States. Number 3, Australian holidays. Despite being seemingly in its own world, The country of Australia and the people that devote themselves to it have experienced loss during some of the world's most trying times.
Oh,
To
man.
commemorate those that gave their lives during the First World War, which is the first major military action fought by both Australian and New Zealand forces, Aussies celebrate Anzac Day.
Anzac.
Anzac Day specifically points towards the landing of Gallipoli on April 25, 1915. During the battle on the peninsula, Australia saw a loss of 8,000 soldiers
Dang.
against the Turkish defenders, who wound up pushing Allied forces into a defeat.
Oh, man.
For both Australia and New Zealand, the battle molded a legendary image for the members of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Number 2, World Records.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to
Oh.
world records, Australia isn't exempt from
Oh
these
my
feats,
gosh.
even when it comes to comedic value. In December of 2015, some 320 Australians took to the waves, breaking
What?
the record for most surfing Santas.
Oh,
at
my
one location.
gosh.
In November of
I don't even know how to surf, but I would have got out there and did it. Just why not? Like, why not be a part of history?
breaking the record for most surfing
That's
Santas
funny.
at one location. In November of 2015, David Richards broke a record for most bulbs on a Christmas tree
What?
by stringing 518,838 LED lights on a 22-meter or 72-foot tree.
Boy, that light bill finna be crazy. Whoa. That had to take him all year to do that. Whoa. That's crazy.
838 LED
That light bill, though,
lights on
finna
a
be
22-meter
insane.
Or 72-foot tree in Canberra to raise money for families affected by sudden infant death syndrome.
Great cause.
On
Great
March
cause.
28, 2008, Daredevil Robbie Madison broke the record for the longest motorcycle ramp jump at 106.98
Oh my
meters,
God.
or roughly 351 feet. At the
Dang.
Crusty Demons Night of World Records at Calder Park Raceway in Melbourne, Victoria,
Oh my
Australia.
gosh. That's insane.
Number 1, the island of misfit boys.
Not the Misfits.
When you don't want someone in your presence, you find a way to banish them. In 1788, England did exactly that by deporting approximately 763 convicts to Australia,
Oh,
which
man.
was to act as a prison colony. Over 50,000 criminals in 60 years were brought to the land down under.
Dang.
But it was about more than rehabilitation. In fact, it was widely believed by England's upper class that criminals were defective, could not be rehabilitated, and simply needed to be separated from those that lacked such defects. In this colony, prisoners
Oh,
were
man.
not kept behind bars, but conditions were grim. Sadistic volunteers from Great Britain oversaw prisoners, kept strict rules, and harsh
Wow.
punishments. Do you
That last one was definitely interesting.
video? Let us know in the comments section below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, top10archive.net.
Top 10
If you
Archive.
enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up.
Okay,
and
top
share it
10s.
with all of your family and friends.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting stuff. Amazing facts about Australia. Man, the Hugh Jackman thing still got me. You know, I love Wolverine. Wolverine's like my favorite Marvel character. So of course, a lot of Hugh Jackman in my childhood, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I almost cried watching Logan. I probably did. My eyes was sweating on that movie, but definitely got to learn some more about Australia. They see that a lot. What we do here comes from Australia. A lot of great things happening in Australia and the New Zealand area. So, and I had recently started watching the NBL. So I believe that's in Australia, and they have like a NBL in New Zealand. So definitely been checking that out. I'm a basketball fan, so been spreading my horizon. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send me more recommendations, and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.